escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 30.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
David Bell
from 8 yards out.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle to Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, it's Watson. 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead.
So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Now Ryan.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, another terrific performance as his guys up their record now to 11 up and 2 down. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Watson looks to throw again.
He's got some room to operate.
Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
High throw, but the catch is made. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
From the gun, here's Watson. Touchdown! Amari Cooper from 4 yards out.
And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on second down, Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Ryan on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here's Ryan.
As this complete to Woods.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Again, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he will get into the end zone it's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Watson flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for Cleveland,